Howdy folks, so a bit of an update, all-round update on what's going on. I put out a post a couple of days ago about who should I do more loft visits with. Who are the people that I should go and visit? And I've had a massive feedback on it. I've had loads and loads of comments. And I'm going to be going through those comments and then the private messages I've got. And I'm going to be picking some people when I can to go and do those loft visits with. Some very interesting people, both UK and Ireland, and even international as well. And I'm looking forward to doing it. Based on last week in Ireland, it's been a busy old time with them, and increasingly things seem to have got a lot busier. I entered into a very brief debate. Somebody posted about high-priced pigeons on a group, and they said, do other people get the feeling that these high-priced birds are pricing out normal people? As I said on the thread, and as I've said before, and I'll say it again, I still believe that although I'm a big proponent of high-priced pigeons and what they can do for the sport and the publicity and everything in general, I still say that a free bird, the particular person that posted this said that his best birds have always been free, and I said that free birds, or low cost birds, up to $50 birds, can still compete with high priced birds. The reality is, when you get over £300, £400, $500 for any bird, then essentially what you're doing is paying for the paperwork. You're paying for its breeding. You're paying for its parentage. Now, what that means is, as far as I really honestly believe that free or cheaper, £50 pigeons can compete with higher priced birds, because it's the same as horse racing. You can get a low cost horse that'll beat a very expensive horse. It doesn't just come down to the horse, it comes down to many factors, obviously. The flyer, the person looking after that bird, it's the amount of effort that you've put into it, the conditioning, the all of the different factors, including, like you said, Stephen, motivation. Some of the £500 birds are raced. I saw in Ireland, John, last week, birds that people could get £500 for being raced. But what I'm saying is, the price of a pigeon, or a pigeon's offspring, is not a direct relation to the ability of that bird. Over a certain period, over a certain amount, it then comes down to its pedigree, its parentage, or its particular strain, or whatever's on trend. Normally it comes down to its pedigree, obviously its parentage. And although I don't like the phrase, papers don't fly, and what some of the old school say, the basket is the test, which of course it is. Any pigeon that's conditioned well and has got is a decent bird to look at, with the right, like you said, Stephen, earlier, the motivation, the conditioning, the feeding, the environment, the training, all of that ultimately comes into being able to win a race, not the money of a bird. And I still really believe that. And I don't think people should be put off by some of the higher priced birds that they're competing with. If you put the effort into any good quality bird, it's going to be there, and it's going to be high up there. And you can see these birds competing against other birds that cost more. Hey Lorenzo, I hope you're well. So yeah, that was that. So yeah, I've got loft visits going on. I'm planning international loft visits as well. I know I'm going to be in Romania September, October. I'm not sure when yet. I'm going to Belgium and maybe Holland which I'm really excited about, in October, and I'm going to be videoing some pretty high-end flyers out there, so I'll tell you more about that when I know more. I'm going back to Ireland for Sean Hunt's One Love Race final on the 4th of August. I've got a lot going on, and it's all gone a bit mad. Honestly, I've only just caught up with social media, Facebook and messages and emails and everything just this morning from the Ireland trip, and it's all a bit bonkers, really. It's all a bit mad. And the thing is, I actually think it's going to get even more mad and even more busy. I'm being messaged a lot, asking to go and see people. I'm being messaged a lot to get involved in stuff. And I've got a plan, which I'm going to be rolling out over the next few months. It's pretty ambitious. Some of it's based on my trip last week. I really like the people that I was over there with, and ultimately, like I've said before, it's not necessarily just about what you know, it's who you know. And without sounding big-headed in any way, what seems to have happened is I seem to have met the right people, and those right people seem to be introducing me to the other right people, and the right positive people, and the people that are not into rubbish and seem to be well, not idiots. I seem to have plugged myself in and have met really good people. Since the trolling and the haters seem to have backed off or given up, or they're still talking about me behind my back, which I don't care about because I've boxed them off and I really don't care anymore, things seem to have dramatically improved. And the people I'm meeting and speaking to on a daily basis, and the people I met in Ireland last week, really seem to have made things get a lot busier. And it is pure madness. I never planned for it to be and go like this and this fast. And like I said earlier, I suspect in the run-up to September, October time, things are going to get even busier and even more mad, which is great. I just need to figure out how I do that with my other business and have enough time in the day to sleep. So yeah, I've got a lot going on and a lot planned. The list of people that have been suggested that I should do loft visits with, a really good list of people, and it has blown up. The amount of views and likes and comments I'm getting on these videos, I'm flattered with it, honestly. Some of the videos I did last week and are going to be approaching 10,000 views, and like I said last week, we had 1,000 people watching live on one video and 110 people at any time, and that blows my mind. My mind is blown how seemingly people seem to want to watch what I'm doing and see who I'm going to see and whatever. So really flattered and honoured that people are liking this stuff, and it does spur me on to continue what I set out to do, which is change, revolutionise and bring this sport and this game forward and into the next century, and I will continue to do it. And as I say, I've got some really exciting, interesting stuff coming up. So that was it, really. Bit of an update all around. If you've got anybody that you think I should be going and seeing and visiting, let me know. Add it to the list. Let me just catch some let me just catch if there's any updates. I had a good time, Derek. Thank you very much. Chris, not sure what about the live link you mean, mate. Not sure what you mean about that, sorry. Derek, wait till you One Love Race in Ireland in August. Hope you got a drink. I don't really drink, Dennis. Honestly, I'm not big into drinking for a few reasons, if I'm honest. But I'm not. I'll have 4 or 5 Guinness. But yeah, so yeah, I'm a fan of Guinness and I'm a fan of Jameson's, but not too much of it. So I'm going to go because I've got other stuff to do. Thank you again for watching. Really means a lot that you do, and I will catch you very soon. Keep flying.